What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'd just like to talk about how many trophies can Arsenal win this season, considering they seems to be doing the right thing this summer, like bringing in players, extending the contract of key players in their team. They brought in Declan Rice, Havertz, Timber, extended the contract of Saliba, I think, and Saka as well. So we can all agree that Arsenal has this summer. The club seems to be doing serious business this summer. So credit to the club and the board. Arsenal actually mean business this summer. They are actually doing well for this in the transfer market this summer. So now I'll start with the Carabao Cup. Then I'll go over to the FA Cup. Then I'll talk about the Champions League and the Premier League. For the Carabao Cup, man, I can't remember the last time Arsenal won the Carabao Cup. I don't think in the early 2000s Arsenal won the Carabao Cup. I can't recall. It's been a long while. I don't think since I started. I'm guessing it's probably before the 2000s. That was the last time Arsenal won the Carabao, because at the top of my head I can't recall if Arsenal won the Carabao Cup in the 2000s, which was formerly known as the Carling Cup. I can't recall Arsenal winning it. They must have won it, but I'm guessing it's a long time. But this present Arsenal team, based on this present Arsenal team, the squad, come on, they have a very good squad to win the Carabao Cup. Like, they can do it. They are very good players. They are very, very good players. So Arsenal can actually win the Carabao Cup. They have very, very good players to win the Carabao Cup because they have the squad, they have the players to do it. And at least if they don't win anything this season, they should just try and get the Carabao Cup, considering the amount of money they've spent. And it will look bad because as compared to this season that just passed, they finished second without a trophy. So at least they should just try. Even if they can't, they should just try, because the Carabao Cup, they have the team to do it. For the FA Cup, there's a reason why it's called the Emirates FA Cup. They've been there, they've done that. The boys, they have the experience, they know how to do it. Arteta has won it, so they have the team to do it. So they have a high chance. The Arsenal can win the FA Cup. It's as simple as that. They can win the FA Cup. Like I said, there's a reason why it's called the Emirates FA Cup. So they have a good team to win the FA Cup. As for the Champions League now, the Champions League is a very funny competition because even the best team don't win the Champions League sometimes, because you can qualify from your group, go into knockout, and a team can just take you out based on penalties. And sometimes even the team that is not the best can just qualify from their group, play some games, go into penalties, and win the Champions League. The Champions League is a very funny competition. It's difficult, but it's a very, very funny competition. But can Arsenal win the Champions League? I think the last time Arsenal even when the Champions League was, if I'm very correct, was when they played Barcelona in the final. So it was a long time ago, long time ago. But this present Arsenal squad, do they have what it takes to win the Champions League? I'll say they have a 50% chance to do it. Arsenal plays very good football. Arsenal plays very, very, very good football. They have a 50% chance to do it. It might be a bit difficult for them because it's been a long while. This like new set of players. Very few of them have that Champions League experience. I cannot count Gabriel Jesus, Zinchenko, Jorginho. So there are just very few players that have that Champions League experience. But is it possible for them to do it? Yes, Arsenal can do it. They have a 50% chance to do it. They play good football, and it's possible. It's very, very possible for them to win the Champions League. It's very possible. Now, for the Premier League, the truth is I don't think Arsenal can win the Premier League. Not because Arsenal are a bad side, not because they don't have good players, but Arsenal, their defense line is very solid. Their defense line is very, very solid. That Saliba and Gabriel combination is excellent. I can say it was actually one of the best. I can say it was actually one of the best last season. That combination is very, very solid. Their wingers, Martinelli, Saka, solid. The midfield, they've changed things up. They have Odegaard, Declan Rice, Havertz. Very good midfield. In the person playing up front, that's where the problem is. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus is not a bad player. He's a good player, but he's not a player that can guarantee you the Premier League. He can give you 10 to 15 Premier League goals max in a season. Arsenal needs that number 9. Somebody that can give them at least 20 to 25 Premier League goals. That's what Arsenal need. And I feel until Arsenal gets in number 9, that is when they'll be able to win the Premier League. That's when they'll be able to win the Premier League. Only very few teams can win the Premier League without a real number 9. That's Liverpool and Man City. Only very few teams can do that without a real number 9. So for Arsenal, they need to get a number 9, because that's the only thing I feel holding them back. Because Saka will score goals this season. Martinelli will score goals. Odegaard will score goals. But they still need that number 9 to convert games that they are not supposed to draw, to just take those chances, to convert those chances. So that's the only area Arsenal is lacking, the absence of that number 9. And if they can figure out that number 9, then they have a very, very high chance to win the Premier League. And to be honest, they're a very young side as well. It's still a learning curve for them. This season that just passed was like a big experience for them. They didn't even expect to go this far. And the players took this as a very big experience for them. Yes, they fell off towards the end, but it's still a learning curve for them. I know there are people out there saying, oh, they have to win the Premier League because they brought in Declan Rice. It doesn't make sense. It's not Declan Rice's fault that the way football is now. It has nothing to do with Declan Rice. So this is still a learning process for them. So even last season, they failed. Like, they got so many experience from it. Like, they failed. Basically, they didn't win it. They got so many experience from it. So I'm guessing they'll take that same experience, apply it to this season, and try to challenge and try to win. But I don't see them doing it. That's the truth. I only see them doing it when they get a number 9. And that is where the problem is. Gabriel Jesus won't guarantee them 20 to 25 goals. Gabriel Jesus is not a real number 9. Even Pep sometimes used to play him on the left wing because of maybe his high press and his energy sometimes. So Gabriel Jesus is not someone that can give you 20 to 25 goals. Good player. He knows how to play the false 9 role very, very well. Come back, like, to defend and maybe win the ball, to connect the play. He's very good at that, but he doesn't guarantee you 20 to 25 goals. That's the only place I feel Arsenal needs to just sort out. If they can get a number 9, then I feel Arsenal will be very, very ready to win the Premier League. But for this season, honestly, I just feel Arsenal are still going to challenge for the Premier League title. So, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know which of the trophies you think Arsenal can win. Like I said, for me, I don't see them winning the Premier League, but for the other trophies, they have a high chance to win it because of the way they play, and they don't really need a number 9 to win those trophies. They don't really need a number 9 to win those trophies. So let me know in the comment section what you think, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you very much.